Hello, my name is Trevor Mimna, and for my final project, I chose to do math in health and fitness. All right. I chose this because it's something that I am passionate about. Um, uh, more specifically speaking, I'd like to focus on weightlifting, and what comes with weightlifting is bulking, cutting, and something else I want to focus on is a term called progressive overload. I chose this topic because it's something that I am passionate about and I use every day. If not every day, I use at least 4 times a week, 5 times a week. So it's something that I use every day, and um, it's part of like the real world. Okay. So for bulking, I'm gonna start with bulking. It is a period when one is lifting weights, and they wish to add on size. Size, obviously means like muscle and um, just overall bigger. Um, but to do that, you need to eat at a caloric surplus. So, for example, for me, um, I'm supposed to be eating 3,200 calories a day plus, or with that 3,200 calories, I'm supposed to be eating around 180 grams of protein. So that the amount of calories that I'm eating, that's used to not only fuel my body, but also fuel the workouts and help repair the muscles. And in doing so, I have a couple links that on my slideshow that there's like a couple equations or formulas that you're supposed to do. It's like 1.6 times like your body weight, and that's what you should be eating in calories and protein. But anyway, back to bulking. Um, it involves using heavier weight but less reps. That's because you can lift a heavier weight because you have more calories to spend. Um, and bulking, like I said, as I said earlier, it adds both muscle and fat. Here's a couple pictures. So now the bulking example for the workout, for the weightlifting, and a meal plan. You don't need to really follow those step by step, but if you're bulking, you're going to be eating a lot. Uh, that one has 6 meals. Now you don't always need to eat 6 meals. You can eat 4 meals. You can eat 3 meals, just as long as you're getting those calories in. And the bulking like workout, it's 4 reps of anywhere from 8 to 12 4 sets with 8 to 12 reps. And you get like 60 seconds in between. So there's a lot of variation, but mainly that's usually what it is. And I provided the link after that. But after bulking, you switch to cutting, and that's mainly used after a bulking period. Because bulking, you gain size and weight, but cutting, you want to slim down, you want to get rid of the fat to help expose the muscle that you just added on. Now this, unlike the bulk, you are eating at a caloric deficit. So you're instead of me, when like I said, I eat 3,200 calories. When I'm cutting, I'm usually probably eating 2,700 calories. So naturally, your body's going to be weaker, which means when you're working out, you can't lift as heavy weight as you were bulking. So you have to switch to something else to help you get like a nice workout, and that usually means less weight, but more reps and more sets. So I think instead of the bulking, it was 4 sets of 8 to 12. You're probably doing 5 or 6 sets of 10 to 15 or 10 to 14 or 12 to 15. It just kind of varies, but yeah, that's what's mainly what you're doing. Cutting cutting, like I said earlier, it involves getting rid of the fats, exposing more lean muscle. Here's a couple examples. There's the meal plan, and there's the workout plan. So yeah, this individual, for his cutting plan, he was only eating about 1,400 calories. Now that's insane. Provided the link to help you do the formulas. Now back to and something else I wanted to talk about was progressive overload. Progressive overload is something that you use to break through a plateau. And plateau means when your body has gotten used to what you've been doing. You're no longer seeing progress, and so you're no longer seeing results. You're not getting stronger. Your muscles aren't getting bigger. So progressive overload helps you get past that. It involves adding weight, reps, sets to a workout, and over time, it'll guide your body through this plateau, and you'll start to see results again. So example, when you're doing like a bench, instead of doing 4 and you're hitting that plateau, instead of doing 4 sets, you're gonna do 5, and instead of doing 6 reps, you're gonna do 7. But for that 7th rep, you're gonna add weight and do as many as you can. And then after a while, after a couple of weeks, you eventually break through and start to see progress again because it shocks your body so much. Here's a picture. Okay. Like I said before, in conclusion, I chose this topic because it's something that I use in everyday life. It involves trial and error. Something that we've been learning about this chapter. It involves data sampling. You do this, see how it works, and if it doesn't work, you gotta find something and fix it, and find something that does work for you. If it does work, congratulations. You'll probably have to change it up in a couple weeks or a couple months, depending on whenever you hit your next plateau. So that's why I chose this topic. Like I said, it's something that I'm passionate about. In this chapter, it's a lot of, this chapter that we've been in, or this class, there's no formulas, no equation, but it's stuff that applies to everyday life, and this applies to everyday life. And between the sets and the calories you're supposed to be eating and the calories you're burning, and the sets, reps, weight, all that sort of stuff, and using the trial and error and data sampling. Like I said, keeping a log of what you did and how many you did and how many times, and what you're seeing and your progress. That's important. That's yeah, like I said, it's important. So thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed it. Bye-bye.